Well, Happy New Year, YouTube. It's 2023. Today, we are looking back to a video that I put out in March of 2022. We're going to compare notes. All right, guys, if you remember where we were standing in the parking lot of the Daytona International Speedway back in March of 2022, and we were talking about the goals and aspirations of what we were going to do in that coming year. We made some of those goals, and we did not make some of those goals. So we're going to talk about that here in just a moment. On that list of things was this guy back here. You know, those of you that don't know Goliath, it's the truck that we drive around and take to the rallies, and it needs a lot of work. It still needs a lot of work, but we did make a lot of accomplishments with it throughout the year. We got the toolboxes mounted to the roof and to the front of the trailer, so we keep the awnings in it. We got that off-grid solar system up and running. Now, I do still need to do a few upgrades to it. I need a larger solar array on top, which is coming in the future. We upgraded the refrigerator so that we could store more food, because remember, Mama S came with us on a couple of shows last year, so that really came in handy. And I tell you what, I love having the bigger refrigerator. Definitely not upset that we made that upgrade. One of the other things I wanted to fix in there was getting the door seals replaced so that it stopped raining on me when we were driving down the road, and we succeeded on that. That seems to all be good. All the other roof leaks seem to have been fixed as well. We also did the mini split air conditioning on it. Really happy with that. We also made an adjustment to the airbag system. The old way was I had to hold these buttons to get the airbags where I wanted them. I had to do all four corners individually. And I've got it set up now where the front is on one regulator, the rear is on another. I can set it and forget it. It'll maintain that pressure going down the road all the time. So that's a win. I'm still not real happy with that. It's way better than it was, but it's not where I want it to be. So I think we are going to install a leveling valve for this year so that no matter what, every time I start the truck, it's going to go right to that same height, regardless of whether the trailer is on or not. But there were a few things that we did not get done. I wanted to really work on the interior some more, get some sound deadening in there, get a CB radio put back in there, just make it more comfortable to drive and keep it a little bit quiet in there. Oh, we did get the exhaust system fixed, so it's definitely quiet in there, but not quiet enough yet. Next on the list was Knight Industries Trucking. The Kenworth back here. We had aspirations to get this thing on the road and get it back to work and get that company making some money. But it wasn't because we couldn't get it done. We basically chose not to. I don't have a driver for it. And right now, the entire trucking market's kind of in the toilet. Some people are making great money. At this point, I don't think it's a wise idea to dump a bunch of money into this. The way the diesel prices shot up last year and the way the freight market dropped in price, and it all happened at the same time, and it's not a good recipe for a small owner-operator like myself to be successful. Now, this truck is paid for, so it doesn't cost me anything for it to sit here. There's no payment, so we're just going to keep that on hold for right now until we decide what we're going to do. I may still come up and do some work on it here and there when I can, because I do want to get it fixed. But I don't think it's going to be a continuing goal for 2023. All right, guys, so at this point, we're going to talk about Extreme Bikes and its goals and the Amsoil business and its goals, because they are kind of tied together. So if one does good, the other does good. All right, so last year we had set up a goal that we wanted to increase the sales at Extreme Bikes by 30%. We also wanted to make some improvements to the way the company looked. We also wanted to make some improvements in the equipment that we were using. And we were able to accomplish all of those things. 30% was a large ask, but we did it. Believe it or not, we're actually like 33 or 34%. Don't quote me on it, but somewhere right in that area. We killed it last year. It was the best year we'd ever had. I did put a bunch of money into the business. We bought that $15,000 awning. We bought new lifts. We put money in a lot of places to make the system more efficient. And that came out to a significant increase in sales that, in my opinion, more than justified that expense. But I also have to give a lot of that credit to you guys. So many of you came out and did business with us, and that makes all the difference in the world. And I feel that I'm giving you guys a fair value, so it's a benefit to you as well as it is to us. We're not making it rich by any means, but we work hard and we make an honest, fair living, I think. So for 2023, I definitely want to continue that trend. I want to see another increase in sales. Obviously, I don't need to buy another awning this year, but I am going to have to put some more money into some equipment. I've got a whole list of things that I'd like to do to try to make things efficient, and those also fall into that category of improvements for Goliath, which were some of the other goals. these two go hand in hand as well. The plan was in 2022 that part of that 30% increase was going to come from the Laconia rally, because we'd missed that rally in 2021, as most of you know, because of the trailer mishap, and we were not able to do that show. So we had the 11 shows scheduled, which was one more than the previous year, and that was going to make up for at least 10% of that 30% increase. And it did. We did pretty well at Laconia in comparison to other years. Still not as good as a normal full week-long rally, but better than it has been in the past. So I'm thankful for that. We will definitely be there again this year for the 100th anniversary, and we're hoping that we'll see a significant increase once again. But what we did not plan on is in 2022, we still lost a rally. We ended up not doing the Myrtle Beach Fall Rally, which typically is not that good of a rally for us either. So I don't think it hurt us that much, but it definitely took the number down from what maybe it should have been. But all in all, we were still up while still missing a rally, which wasn't planned. So all in all, that's really good. We met that goal, and we're going to continue to drive forward and try to make Extreme Bikes a little bit bigger. I do have some works in the plans for some other stuff that we're going to do. We may do some expansions, and we're not going to get into a lot of detail on that until the time comes, but hopefully that will all work out well too. Right, guys, and as far as our rally schedule goes, it is on paper the same as it was last year. So we will be at the Speedway in Daytona for both the spring and fall events. We will be at Frank Brown Park for Thunder Beach and Panama City Beach for both the spring and fall events. We will be at the Inlet Car Wash, also known as Beach Trailer Sales, for the Myrtle Beach rallies, both spring and fall. We should be in Ocean City, Maryland. We are going to be in Laconia, New Hampshire. The Deadwood Three-Wheeler Rally out in South Dakota, as well as Sturgis, obviously. And then let's not forget the finale, the Lone Star Rally out in Texas. So as of right now, that is the schedule. And as I said, if Extreme Bikes is doing well, that means our Amsoil business is doing well. And again, just to kind of touch on that, as an Amsoil dealer, not only do I sell the products at the rallies, but I also have the opportunity to sign up accounts that will also purchase products. And I can sign up other dealers underneath me to do the same thing that I'm doing. And we can build a network that we can all make some money off of. And our goal there was to build that by 30% as well. And we hit that right on the head. Again, just slightly over 31, 32% growth increase. In fact, we even received a few more awards from Amsoil. If you guys remember the previous year, we did get our little lapel pin with the diamond on it, that was great for us. Well, this year, about mid-year, we got another lapel pin with 2 diamonds on it. And then just about a month ago, we also received a large glass plaque, because we had received what they consider to be a Gold Cup Level 3 status, which is, for us, that was huge. So yes, we made more money with our Amsoil business on top of our Extreme Bikes business. So for 2023, I fully intend to completely keep that track going. I want to take that dealer network and build it even stronger. I want to spend a little bit more time with those dealers and kind of, help them evolve their business, because it's going to be better for them, and it's still going to be better for me. It benefits me to make sure that they are successful, so I really want to go through and try to be a better mentor as far as that goes. Again, we'll try to reach higher levels of achievement and increase that overall revenue. One of my ways of doing that is we're going to create better videos like we did with a lot of the spray products that Amsoil makes and the gun oils. Amsoil has so many products. I'm going to try to highlight each and every product, at least the common ones that I think that most of you guys will be interested in some short video series, which was one of the goals for last year with the YouTube channel, crossing over into the Amsoil business. And we did. We made a couple of videos. We got the studio built. Guys, I can't take credit for that. The kids built that, and it was just there when I showed up one day. But either way, that goal gets checked as marked because it's there. We did create a video in that studio atmosphere, and I intend to create more. So we met that goal. Maybe not to the level that I wanted to, but we met that goal on growing the Amsoil business and creating the Amsoil videos. And as I stand here in the rain, we got to talk about one of the biggest failures, and that was my weight loss. And I know it's not something we normally talk about on this channel, but when I recorded that video in March, I had already lost about 30 pounds that year, and my goal was to get down to around 250 or so. Big time fail, guys. I weighed myself yesterday morning. I was back up to 326, so I gained every bit back that I had lost. So this year, we've definitely got to work a little bit harder on that. 2 days ago, I kind of started doing kind of like my version of the South Beach thingy. And I know we're not a channel about diets and health or whatever, but if you guys are interested in what I'm doing, you can always ask and I'll tell you. If nothing else, I just want to kind of get rid of the 35 pounds that I gained last year. And if I can get a little bit lower than that, I'll be happy. But, you know, weight's something I've always struggled with. We were so busy last year that a lot of times we didn't have time to prepare dinners. And there were times that we could have and we just didn't. I'm not going to lie, we love eating out. I mean, I'm a fat kid, and no matter how much weight I lose, I'm still going to be a fat kid. So I love going out to dinner. I love eating, and unfortunately, my eating habits aren't the best. So we're going to try to behave more often and only misbehave once in a while instead of misbehaving all the time. Hopefully we get that weight back on track. Well, guys, lastly, that brings us to the YouTube channel. So the goals there were to bring you some better content and to reach certain subscribers. Now, we had mentioned specifically we wanted to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark, but we kind of joked about getting 20 or 30, which I didn't really think was possible, but you know what? Why not shoot for the moon? We did not make the 10,000, but as of this morning, we're like 9,940 something. So we're less than 60 subscribers away. So in my book, we're going to call it a win. We're going to hit that 10,000 in just a matter of days, most likely. So that goal has been met. Additionally, I talked about creating better content. And I think we've done that. I mean, we haven't jumped leaps and bounds by any means. The plan was that the daily videos would be a little bit better. And from what most people have told me, they're really liking the way I'm doing it. So we're going to call that a success. I also mentioned that I wanted to create more of the technical videos. And we've done some of that with the Amsoil products. And we've even done that with a few of the Love Jugs products. So not quite to the scale that I wanted it to be. But again, we did achieve a certain goal there. Along with that, we talked about creating gear, which we did. So we made that goal. Unfortunately, it's not selling very well, but we made the gear. The whole purpose, we got some. Granted, I know it's kind of an entry-level stage, but we got gear like we said we were going to get gear. So again, we're going to consider that a win in that book as well. And through all of that, one of the main goals was to increase the YouTube revenue. And I believe that I mentioned in that video that we had made like $2,200 at that point. Now keep in mind, that was early March of 2022, and we just got monetized at the end of August of 2021. So there wasn't a whole lot of time there. And since then, we have definitely done much better. We still have a long ways to go, but the revenue through 2022 was about 4 times greater than what it was up until that point. Now keep in mind, there's some overlap there because that video was in March. This video is very beginning of the year. But we also have not gotten the actual check for December as of yet. It won't get paid till later this month, and it's not going to be a big one by any means, but all in all, the YouTube revenue was up, so it's a win there. Now, I do intend on still creating better content. I've still got some ideas. In fact, I also upgraded just last month to a new computer so I can get a better editing software, and these last couple of videos that have come out have been on that new editing software. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that, and that adds to that creating better content category that we're going to consider a success. I'm hoping that with the new editing software and going with the new camera, we're going to be able to bring you a better YouTube experience from your point of view. Now I'm looking into getting one of those Insta360 cameras because I think it'll give us a much better angle, and they do shoot in really good high quality. Speaking of videos, still having some trouble with YouTube. So I just edited 4 videos. You guys have only seen 2 of them so far. The other 2 that I've not actually released yet, YouTube is giving me a not suitable for most advertisers message, which means that it will run limited or no advertising whatsoever. That apparently there's too much skin in it for the YouTube people to be happy. But so they're still going to let me put it up. So you guys will see those later this week. But like I said before, it was never about the money, so the video's going up whether I get paid for it or not, because I think you guys will enjoy it. It's got a lot more footage from the saloons and the bars and, you know, more bartenders and more people walking around the street. I think the real problem there was a couple women without shirts on, but they had their breast painted. So there was no actual nudity, but apparently it was too much for YouTube. So guys, keep a lookout for those, and do me a favor, when you see those videos, make sure you share them, because YouTube's not going to. So only a few of you are actually even going to be able to see that. So I appreciate your help on that one as well. But the goal there is, I want to take the YouTube revenue, I want to take the revenue from the gear, and any other revenue generated from the YouTube channel directly. We're even creating some affiliate links so that it can make the channel. So if you hit that super chat button, or the little donate money button, or whatever, if you send money to our PayPals or Cash Apps or whatever it is, basically we're creating a fund there that's not for me. It's going back to you guys, because I have a bunch of projects that I want to do and I don't have the money to do them. So the whole goal there is to create the revenue to be able to do some of those projects, which will in turn create more YouTube content that you guys will enjoy, which will in turn create more YouTube revenue, which means we can put into more projects. Look, I know some of these bigger guys out there are doing it. I'm not at that stage yet, but hopefully that's the goal. So any revenue from the YouTube channel is going to running the YouTube channel and making the YouTube channel better. I'm not putting it in my pocket whatsoever, because I just don't need to. I want to try to grow it into something spectacular for you guys and for me. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I think you guys are enjoying it. At least those of you that are watching this far into the video. Now, I know this video isn't for the masses. There's only going to be a handful of you that actually watch this video, especially this far in. So I want to thank you guys for doing that. If you have watched it this far and you're not subscribed already, please do. It definitely helps the channel. We're almost to that 10,000. We're going to give away that set of love jugs to one of you lucky subscribers. But guys, I probably missed something, and if I did, we'll go over it in a later video. But I know that all in all, it was a good year. If my plans come to fruition for 2023, it's going to be an even better year for all of us. So I want everybody to prosper, everybody to be safe. Thank you for watching, and until the next time I see you, you guys keep those engines running.